The term was first coined by Henri Chomette. The goal of the movement was to create a cinema that focused on the pure elements of film like motion, visual composition, and rhythm. It was begun by European filmmakers René Clair, Fernand Léger, Hans Richter, Viking Eggeling and others. They sought to accomplish their goal by minimizing story and plot, focusing instead on visual concerns by using close-ups, dolly shots, montage, lens distortions, and other cinematic techniques. Films like Ballet Mécanique, Symphony Diagonale, and The Symphony of a Great City projected rhythm and motion in the title of the films and the works themselves. In addition to close-ups, other filmmaking techniques were used to create rhythm and visual interest. They include fast and slow motion, trick shots, stop action cinematography and dynamic cutting. The clearest examples of pure cinema are said by essayist and filmmaker Hubert Revolt to be documentaries. Documentary must be made by poets. Few of those within French cinema have understood that in our country, we possess innumerable elements and subjects to make, not just insignificant ribbons, but splendid films, lively and expressive, the purest demonstration of pure cinema, that is to say of poetry which is truly cinematographic, has been provided us by some remarkable films, vulgarly called documentaries, particularly in Anok and Mona. The Dardaists saw in film an opportunity to transcend story, to ridicule character, setting, and plot as bourgeois conventions, to slaughter causality by using the innate dynamism of the film medium to overturn conventional Aristotelian notions of time and space. The movement also encompasses the work of the feminist critic/filmmaker Germaine Dulac, particularly Diaeresis Miet Variations, Disc 957, and Cinegraphic Study of an Arabesque. In these as well as in her theoretical writing, Dulac's goal was pure cinema, free from any influence from literature, the stage, or even the other visual arts. It declares cinema to be its own independent art form that should not borrow from literature or stage. As such, pure cinema is made up of non-story, non-character films that convey abstract emotional experiences through unique cinematic devices such as montage, camera movement and camera angles, sound-visual relationships, superimpositions and other optical effects, and visual composition. Critics and artists use terms such as absolute film, pure cinema, and integral cinema. Dulac's term, which might better be translated self-sufficient, or complete cinema, to stress that these works, all of them, functioned only as cinema art, that they could not exist in any other medium, because their essential effect arose from the unique potentials of the cinematic mechanism, such as flexible montage of time and space, measured pacing and control of gaze, exact repetition, single-frame diversity and continuity, superimposition and its related split-screen imagery. Copyright Marper. A 1920s and 1930s French avant-garde film movement also influenced the development of the idea of art film. The Cinéma per film movement included Dardai artists, such as Man Ray, René Clair, and Marcel Duchamp. The Dardaists used film to transcend narrative conventions, bourgeois traditions, and conventional Aristotelian notions of time and space, by creating a flexible montage of time and space. Chomette adjusts the film speed and shoots from different angles to capture abstract patterns in its 1925 film Jeu des reflets de la vitesse. His film made the following year, 5 minutes du copyright Marper, reflected a more minimal, formal style. Germaine Dulac's goal of pure cinema, and some of her works inspired the French Cinéma per film movement. Themette Variations and Disc, both made in 1928, are two examples of copyright Marper by Dulac. Man Ray directed a number of influential avant-garde short films, known as copyright Marper. He directed La Retour de la Racine, Emac Bakir, La Toile de Mer, and Les Myst Diaeresis Res du Château de Diet de Copyright. Manre also assisted Marcel Duchamp with the cinematography of his film Cinéma. André personally manned the camera on Fernand Léger copyright Jeux Ballet Mécanique.